Hey, what's up? How you doing? My name is Yousef al-Khattab, and I'm just going to clear up my name a little bit from the Islamic perspective of all the things that I've said before in the videos in 2002, Children of Abraham, etc., and some other interviews. And people accuse me of being a radical and this and that for, alhamdulillah, being able to read, Surah Al-Anfal and understanding what it means, reading the Quran in general. So anyway, we have an esteemed sheikh from Azhar that will clarify that what I did say is in accordance to Islam and it's not my opinion. This is the hukm of Islam, and of course the sheikh is not the government representative of the university. Rather, he is just a scholar of Islam, and he looks pretty moderate to me, so you could take that for what you want. Thanks for watching, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yousef made it clear that he's not a spokesman for his local mosque, but further conversations revealed that his views were very similar to those of a so-called Wahhabi, the kind of hardline political Islamist that one has come to associate with Saudi Arabia. Just before I'd met Yousef came chilling news. A cafe bombing in Haifa had killed 22 people, a number of whom were Arab Israelis. In the aftermath, it emerged that the bomber had been a young woman from the West Bank town of Jenin, and it made me wonder what Yousef would make of it.
I'm very proud of my sister, what she did last week, and inshallah we have thousands more that are willing to do the same.
Your sister was the suicide bomber?
My sister in Islam, my sister in faith, and this is the biggest sacrifice that she gave.
I mean, I've studied the Quran, I've looked at the hadith, the sayings of Muhammad, and it seems pretty clear to me that women and children are declared as innocent. Isn't restraint more important?
Who has more restraint than the Palestinians? I mean, it's almost a joke that somebody like the Jews or the Christians can come to us here and tell the Muslims that you have to have restraint. After being beat up by guard points, after having me called filthy words in front of my kids, after being beat up, after being taken out of my house in the middle of the night in front of my kids, and they tell me to have
a Muslim kills another Muslim, that he will not see God, and that in fact he will be condemned to eternal, hellfire. Surely that puts him in a very difficult position in terms of justifying what he's done.
That's true, but it's intention. Nobody has the intention to go out and kill Muslims. And that Muslim is
use your common sense. Who's going to be on that bus?
No. And the common sense is it's going to be mostly Jews. That's common sense. Common sense to any Muslim here is that we don't go on buses. We don't go on Egged buses, except the few that do, the exception.
Do you believe in the concept of the innocent civilian in the state of Israel?
Absolutely not. There is no innocent civilian. Every one of them goes in the army. Every one of them votes for a government that oppresses. So there is no compromise. We have nothing to offer them. What can we give them?
Both he and I claim belief in God, yet it seemed we were living on different theological planets.
I wanted to quiz the wisest gurus. There was none better than one of Al-Azhar's most established figures, Sheikh Mahmoud Ashur. In front of a captive audience, I began by asking him how Islam regarded Jews and Christians.
As long as they treat you well and nicely and they don't attack you nor destroy your property or kill any of you, one should treat them kindly. That means you should treat them justly and impartially, as the Quran commands us to do. As long as these stand true to you, stand ye true to them.
That seemed clear enough. But what of the suicide bombers like the one in Haifa, whose actions might endanger women, children, and other non-combatants? Now came an answer I was not expecting.
The Palestinian cannot find anything to defend himself with, only his life. He's confronted by a heavily equipped arsenal of weapons, and he has nothing at all. He who offers himself to confront the enemy who has usurped his land, his honor, and destroyed his home, is undoubtedly considered among the best of all martyrs.